We're now gardening on our own heads here. We should be good to go. So for those that don't know the story, I'll tell it again. My dad's bald, my mom's dad's bald, my dad's bald. And I was predicted to lose all of the top by my 19th birthday. Just shave it, dude, it's relieving. I don't think so, bro. I like having hair. I'm gonna keep it a $150. Like, I think about how much I'm like villainized or whatever for like the way I look, kind of this like mean look. Imagine I had no hair. It would be 50 times worse. If I went bald, bro, I would literally just look like I'm gonna kill you. That's what I'd look like. I promise you, bro. You would look good. I mean, maybe to some of you guys, but you would look like Jason Statham or whatever. Nah, bro. Jason has like a small head with small facial features. You don't understand. I have a big head. I have bigger facial features. I have protruding bone structure, and I have a deep voice, and I have these intense eyes that are like very dark brown, and my eyes are wide open. Like, my eyes are like wide open, always staring, right? And like, it's just like, there's no shot it's gonna be this Jason Statham look. Like, that dude, literally, his eyes are half open, he's kind, his voice is medium deep. The dude probably gets some pussy for being bald, right? The only thing I'm gonna get is a couple fucking warrants out for my arrest. Believe me, okay? Let's not go down that path until we need to go down that path. I'm telling you right now, bro, 100% if I was bald, it would be a different ball game. It would be a different bald game. Yeah, you guys get it? It'd be a different bald game. Oh, that's funny. Holy shit, that was actually good, guys. Yes, you see that? I made that shit up right there. It'd be a different bald game. Holy that's good. Good one, Doug. You still in the gym? What do you think, boy? When you're 40, you'll go bald? Maybe, maybe not. Your pupillary distance is huge? What does that mean? You think my eyes are extremely far apart? No shot. My eyes are like the perfect range as everyone else. Have you seen what eyes that look outwards look like? Like, no shot, buddy. He's right. Yikes. You trolls are just real fucking dumb. What glue did you use for the wig? Yeah, bro, I put a wig on and decided to have a hole in the middle of it. Like, you're really fucking smart. Really fucking smart. Yeah, I started balding at 18 and my whole front part of my hair was gone and I'm actually depressed about it. Yeah, that's what my parents said would happen to me because like I didn't have the foresight back then, right? That's the thing, right? That's what I was trying to explain to Joe. Here's the problem, right? Here's like the circle of life. Our parents live their life, and relative to the technology out of that time, you know, they experience the same shit that we do, make the same mistakes, the same, you know, they fall for the same tricks and traps. What are the, right? When I say tricks and traps, I mean like foolery, the foolery, traps isn't like, like a Yu-Gi-Oh trap card. You know what? Shit. Anyways, the point I'm trying to make is, the problem is that we all think we're different. We all think no one understands that we're different, that, we're not going to make the same mistakes as them, blah, blah, blah. At the end of the day, when you grow up yourself, you realize that a lot of the shit that they said was completely right. And that, relatively speaking, right, a lot of the experiences, just different variables were in play. But a lot of the general experiences were the same. And that they were right the whole time. So I just really think you need either parents that really care and they're continuously pressing you about what mistakes not to make because they've made them. Even though you're not going to listen, at least, you'll get around to learning it instead of making the same mistake 9 times. Once it happens once, like, wait a second, how the did they predict this? And you start learning, right? That's what I was trying to explain to Joe. Like, you need someone teaching you these things, or at least saying them to you at a younger age. So when you get to 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, right? You can start making, more intelligent decisions instead of being stuck or, not being where you should be when you're 45, 50. Does that make any sense? I don't know. Any tips to be financially successful in life? I'm going to keep it a $150, bro. You know that one book, The Secret or whatever the I used to think that shit was fucking stupid, but it really feels like if I really, really want something that I don't have, I lock it in and I think about it every single day. And in those moments, I remember nothing would happen. That instantaneous change that Joe talked about needs to be there. Otherwise it's not worth, you might as well go blow your check on a fucking jewelry. I didn't experience that. And it felt like I was going nowhere. Right. So that's why I can understand, why Joe would say what he said. Right. But it feels like if you truly love something that much and you're continuously hammering it in your mind every day, and that's what you kind of envision, it feels like subconsciously your mind rearranges things, and somehow without you even knowing how you got there, you just get there 3 years down the road. It's really weird. So like, even though I thought that book was completely stupid, where you kind of like tell yourself what you want to, you know, get to. But then again, like if you look at all like really successful sports players, like these are things that they've said. Like I think it was like Michael Jordan or some shit that said, or what good play? It was either Michael Jordan or Kobe Bryant, rest in peace, that said before they take a free throw, right, they close their eyes for a second, they picture that that's already gone in, and then they just let their body do it and it goes in, like some shit like that, right? Like it's kind of like that mentality. Now you're not going to see that instantaneous change, which is I think a lot of young people's problems, including still mine every now and then, where you want that instant gratification, and if you don't get it, then you're just wasting your time and you're stuck. But you just have to believe it in the process, bro. Like if you really want something, right, if you want to get somewhere, like you just gotta, if you want it bad enough, I think you'll get there. You know what I'm saying? Like now, obviously, if you want to get deep with it, technically speaking, then again, I don't know if it's ever happened, right? Because statistically, it wouldn't be possible for every single person to get that done. But then you have to ask yourself, would every single person actually do it consistently where they're passionate about something and they want it bad enough? What would happen then? But the thing is, if everyone did that and they could successfully do it and they could get to where they want, then I guess America would fall. Well, that's assuming everyone wants to be filthy rich in the top 1%. I know there is for a fact that there are some people that just want very simple lifestyles. I don't know. I think the main point here is passion and motivation. I think it's that simple. I think the people who get complacent start like building an invisible glass wall above their heads. Does that make any sense? Like if you have the fuel and the motivation and the passion, I think you'll find a way. That sounds super like best case scenario type vibe type talk, but you'll find a way. Now, only you know what that way is, because not everyone's born like equally in the sense of like social or in the sense of like money wise, right? Some people have to work 50 times harder to get to where someone might be born into, right? But I still think if you possess that passion or motivation and the love for something that you truly want, I think all of you have the capability to get there. You just have to, you know, do what you need to do and, you know, work hard and yeah, I don't know. Maybe a little bit of luck, I don't know. I think the problem is some people don't have that, like there gets to a point, I don't know. There gets to a point, it feels like it gets to a point where you're trapped behind so many debts that it almost like blocks you from ever being able to get there. And I could say the same advice would still follow for that. Like just kind of like envision where you want to be and like do it. But I feel like it gets a little bit more complicated than that. It's not as black and white in our world, right? I just wish there was like I've been thinking about doing a lot of different things. I just can't figure out what I want to do. I want to take this like money giving stuff and like actually do it on a wider scale, but I can't figure out for what. Can't figure out if I want to do for like military stuff or if I want to do it for like the civilian stuff. And also like based on what I've experienced with you guys, no offense, but the amount of, you know, bullshit begging stories that are made up just to get a little bit of money versus the ones that actually need it are like 90 to 10, right? 90% like absolute bullshit, and then 10% like actual struggling fucked up shit, right? So it's like I would have to figure out where like the funds would need to get allocated like to toward where they would be most efficient. But then I feel like I don't have the heart to make those decisions. I'm too nice, right? I would need to hire like a fucking shark to like be able to figure out like, okay, this person actually, you're right. Because I would hate to see what I talked about yesterday with Joe that we like disagreed on or whatever. Or maybe he decided to agree with me at the end of it. I would hate to like, one family needs this for like this, and then another family needs this for this, and then I end up giving them $1,500 and they end up going buy a new David Yurman chain, right? It's like, but I guess that's out of my control, but I don't know.